Hello. Hello, everybody. Good day to you over there, everywhere, any country, wherever you're located, any country where you're located. Hello, welcome once again to this amazing channel. Welcome. This is a good day. This is an opportunity to be with one another today. Okay. It looks like there's a problem somewhere here. Let me get this sorted out. Please bear with me. Bear with me. Looks like I don't know whether you're seeing me here, but if you are, we've come to another exciting channel today. It is going to be an exciting, fantastic one. Just bear with me. Sorry about this. It looks like there is a big problem here. All right, bear with me. Don't know whether you guys are getting me or hearing me. Right, just one moment. It's a little bit of technical issues. I came on live a few minutes ago, and right, just bear with me. Right, it's loading. Okay, just bear with me now. Oh, great. Right, it's on. I'm really sorry. It's just a system error. Okay, how are you? Steven, US 10A, Kenny King, Maurice, and all the rest of you. Today we are going to talk about values. Value to add to value. Value to add to value. Great. What is value? Value is that great item that you own, you own so much, you value so much. And when we're saying value, we're talking about a landed property. We're talking about an inheritance in the area of a house. We're talking about the land itself, not to talk of the house that is built on it. So I welcome you to today. What are we talking about value? You yourself, do you value yourself? You that you have been abroad for several years, do you value yourself? You that you have been abroad for 10 years, for 15 years, for 30 years, do you value yourself? Your job that you do, the business that you do, you know that if you don't handle it very well, you're not going to get money very well. So you value it. You value what you know that has a great value. So today we're going to tell some of us who have traveled from far and wide, from different parts of Nigeria to come abroad. We are all hustlers. Do we hold so much value to the place where we came from? Yeah, we might have left the country for several years. So we need to add value. What is the value? Number one, the one and only value I'm going to discuss today is the land. How many of us can boast of a quarter of a plot? How many of us can boast of a half plot? How many of us that are based abroad, that have spent several years where we are, we toil night and day, we work hard to regularize our paper, we work hard to work for that manager, we work hard to work for that company, we do so much every day, yet years upon years, yet we have forgotten the value that we can just get with a quick way in back home in Nigeria. It could be in Africa, anywhere in Africa that you came from, whether in the West Africa, whether in South Africa, whether in East Africa. But do you look back, despite the number of years that you spent in that country, despite the number of years that you spent, despite the way Sylvester How are you? Felix, how are you? Dan, Linus, how are you? Good evening. Right. How many years that we've spent, it doesn't matter how many years we have to look at what have we been able to get from this number of years. It doesn't matter. Now you've now realized that you've spent so much here. You spend so much money. Some of us spend a huge amount of money to get that paper that we have in that country. Now we got the papers. We still need now to add value. Now the land that we're talking about, when you want to add value, you first and foremost buy either a quarter of a plot, you buy half plot, you buy one plot. It doesn't matter whatever location. It doesn't matter whether it's 1 million, whether it's 2 million, whether it's 5 million. You cannot abandon it. So that is number one, first value, which I will mention. You buy the land. You've got a value already. The money that you have in your hand, you've used it to procure a value. You procure the land. Now you need to add value to that money. Now the money you got is a value on its own, but it is not a value when you have not purchased a land, when you have not purchased when you've not built a house. Let me be honest with you. Now, longest time you live, longest time you stay, wherever you are, if you have not done anything like this back at home, it doesn't matter if you spend 20, 30 years. When you go back home, you'll be renting a house. You'll be spending huge amount of money. It doesn't matter how many times you've given them money back home to help you do something and still they didn't get it. You can start again. You can try it again. When you buy the land, it's a value. Of any size, it's a value. The same, apart in the early years, it might not get you money. You can buy the land and leave it for years. Let me be honest with you. When you buy the land, when you come back in the next 6 months, let me be honest with you, it's not the same price you're going to buy. You're going to get it. It is not the same price. You're going to go and meet the land seller, the landowner, and say, I want to buy land. You will not buy it at the same price. This is a property that always appreciates. Every month, every month after you bought it, the land appreciates. Same thing goes with the houses that we live in abroad. The prices of that house, of the house that you live in, appreciates every day. So first and foremost, when you buy the land, you can leave it for years. If you leave it for years, when you come back to it, it is not the same. But when you now take a step of faith, you move forward, you try and make and push yourself and determine and take decide to do a kind of concerted effort. Try and push yourself. Try and determine a good determination and say, okay, after buying the land, I'm going to build something on it. So when you now start foundation, you've started adding value to the property. The first and foremost thing, when you take a step of big boldness, by saying, after buying the land, you start the foundation, or you do the building plan. After doing the building plan, or you do the survey. After you do the survey, then you do the building plan. When you do the building plan, you are adding value to the. When you now do you take it to the town planning, and you decide to get the papers. You decide to make the land now yours. You now begin to add more values. When you now you try to work on the CFO, the approval of the land, you're adding more money. Because even in the next couple of years after you purchase it, you want to sell it, you have added value to that land. You've added value to the money in the first place which you put down. Apart from that, when you now buy the land, it is not the same money you purchase it, you're going to get it back. Then after that, Peter Idowu, thank you very much. After that, when you have now done all the papers, you started the foundation, you bought about 1,000 blocks, you bought about 3,000 blocks, you bought about 5,000 blocks. Now all these ones, when you have bought the land, the 1,000 blocks is, let me be honest, 180,000 naira. 180,000 naira. In some areas, you can even get the block cheaper than 180 naira per block. That is 9 inches. Let me be honest with you. How many of us have blown 180,000 naira away? How many of us have blown equivalent? You do the conversion, get the calculator and calculate it. Now, I've got I don't know whether one of my fans, I'm hearing good news today. Okay, great news this week. One of our fans, a lady, has just purchased 2 plots of land somewhere in Ogun State. Let me tell you, today I want to stop you guys from purchasing land in Lagos. Yes, if you have an inheritance in Lagos, fine, all well and good. You can carry on with it. If you have an inheritance or a cheap land in Lagos, fine. That it is not now. I'm talking, if it's from now onward, it is not easy to purchase that. And not even if you buy the land, when you start working on it, you're going to spend huge amount of money to process the papers, to get the approval from the town planning. So why you abroad? You know the way we do our things abroad. We do things like I want it like yesterday. Now we don't have that. You don't have that time. You do not have that time, because obviously you cannot be traveling back and forth to be able to monitor the land. It is good for those people who live back home. They can decide and wait till any time to start their project. But you that you are abroad, you don't have that kind of time. There is no luxury of time. Every minute counts. Then, and not only that, you cannot say, okay, because you want to go and see whether your land is been taken away from you, or they've done the thing where you know how much you're going to buy a ticket. You have to think very well before you can buy a ticket to go to Nigeria or go to Africa. You go there, you know you are going to spend only a limited time, about 2 weeks, and you're back. And once they know that you are going to be back quickly, they will be nice to you for the couple of weeks that you're going to be around. The moment you come back, that is it. That is it. So, like I was saying, you add value to value. So obviously, to those of us who are based abroad, it is not too late. It is never too late for every one of us that has not purchased anything. What of fencing it before starting the building? No, you can start the building. Don't waste your time on fencing. Time waits for nobody. Felix, there is no time nobody ever expected what happened now in the whole world. No time waits for nobody. You have to make sure that there's an achievement. You have to evaluate something within a week, 2 weeks. Now, the way things are going, you want to see what you have achieved by the end of the week. You want to see what you have achieved by the end of the month. You want to see what you have achieved in 2 months. Don't time wait for nobody. Why do you want to spend the same number of blocks that will make you to bring that property to lintel level to fence? You don't need to fence. Once you have already got the receipt for your land, you can start the job. Once you have the building plan, you can start your work straight away. Once you have the approval, it is only Lagos State that you have to go through all the approval stage. Some places, some elite places in Ibadan or your state, you have to do the approval. But let me tell you, there's some interior. Let me tell you, you can buy the land today and start digging the ground for the foundation tomorrow. Time waits for nobody. It is what you do today successfully that you can count on. Nobody ever thought what is happening in the whole world, that the whole world has been stagnant in terms of economic stagnation in the past 2 months. So you do not want to wait for when nobody predicts, nobody expects, and we don't pray for it again to happen. Okay, so I think I've answered your question, Felix. Good evening, everyone here. I'm late here today. Right, this is a progressive channel. I'm expecting, I don't know what the name of the lady is, that can send a message. She purchased 2 plots of land. She has bought 2. She has just purchased. She's based in US. She told me during the week she bought 2 plots of land. One for 400,000. I think she bought 2 of them, 800,000 naira. Now let me be honest with you. How many of us in this place that cannot boast, that says they don't have 400,000 naira? This is what I'm saying. Take a step of boldness. It doesn't matter. Look for where you can purchase the land. When you buy the land, you can be thinking of what you're going to do on the land. First and foremost, take a bold step and buy something. If you have not purchased anything, this is the time. This is a buyer's market. I said it in one of my videos. The last video I did was a buyer's market. Do not let this time pass you. Do not let this period pass you. Any one of us that are based abroad, we have done a lot of work. We have done our job. We have done our contribution to the land where we are. It is now time now for us to be looking after ourselves. It is now the time to look after ourselves. It is a time to start thinking of how we can upgrade ourselves. It is now the time to be thinking of ourselves. Let me be honest with you. We have done enough to progress the country where we are. It is now time for us to start looking after ourselves. If you have not got a land, if you have not got anything, start making inquiries. It doesn't matter. You don't have to wait for the whole money to put all the whole money together before you start doing something. Maybe it's your own is just to buy a land first, leave it for years, and then, or you don't have to even leave it for years. Start something straight away. At present time, a piece of land have dropped. The prices of land has dropped. Tell people to help you look for people. People are desperate to push out what they have. People are really desperate at the moment. Start looking for people whose prices have gone, just like the value of pounds has gone up. Now, what are you going to do? At the moment, the price of pounds is around 520 pounds, 520 naira for 1 pound, and euro is 500 naira, and dollar is 460 to 480. Why can't you take advantage of the present circumstance? It's like we're in a world of where a lot of us are getting the money at home now. What do you do with the money? What's that? Finally catch up with live chat today. Who is this? Becky. Oh, how are you? Eddie Demudia, how are you? Felix, Paul, good evening. I was advised to do half conduit piping. What do you think? Now, what do they mean by half conduit piping? Conduit piping is conduit piping. Let me be honest with you. If you go and look at the video, one of the last video, the estimate of plastering, the previous ones, when we said conduit piping, you could see all the pipes for the lighting, all the pipes for air condition, all the pipe for satellite dish. All of them have been conduited. There's a complete conduit piping, and after the windows have been installed, the cement, I'm going to bring the video again, is now dry. The plastering has dried up, so you can see that all the pipes, the holes have been cemented. Nobody ever will ever believe that something was buried into the wall. So let them do complete conduit piping for you. I don't know whether if it's a story building, some have to go under the iron rod for the decking. Some will have to pass through under the iron rod before they now put a hole to come down through the decking, and then they seal it when they're putting the concrete. And then also in the rooms and the living rooms, they have to bury all this conduit plastic pipe into the wall. It's only when they want to do the wiring that, okay, right. After the electrical piping, what's next? After the electrical piping, what's next? Do I have to fixing of windows and doors before plastering? The windows, you don't need to do the doors, but you do the frame, the door frames. You remember in one of the videos, maybe 2 videos ago, we said the size of the blocks of the bricks, either the 6 inches. If you use 6 inches, the frame they do nowadays, the modern frames they do is the modern frame. DNA, how are you? The modern frame is not at the old. So to some of us who are in our 40s, to some of us who are in our 30s, some of us, the houses that we live in before we came to Western world, the sizes of the door frame are very small. But nowadays in the modern construction, the size of the brick must be of the same size of the frame. If it is 9 inches by the entrance, it is more the door frame must be 9 inches wide. That is, the frame must align with the size of the block that was used that was used for the construction. Some places where in the kitchen area, the bathroom area and kitchen area, they normally use 6 inches blocks. So if they use 6 inches blocks, whoever that is going to do your door frame will have to do 6 inches blocks for that side. If it is 9 inches, it's got to be 9 inches frame. 9 inches frame. I'm coming to answer your question. Also, after the plastering, if you are intending to do POP, do not fix doors. Do not fix doors. Don't fix the doors, because there will be so much stain of the white cement when they are doing the POP around the roof. It will be dropping down to all the doors. So they will have finished the POP, finish all the plastering. They do the plastering before the POP, and then after the whole thing has been done, in fact, you can even allow them to paint inside the house first before you fix your door. But the frames and windows will have been done, cemented and aligned with the block. So I think I've answered your question. What is another question there? Bear with me. Joining the house. Okay. My legs was advised to have conduit pipe now. Live round, and I do. Can I use $5,000 to start a foundation? I already bought my land and fenced it in Abuja. Right. What kind of building? $5,000. Let me just quickly do that calculation. Bear with me 1 minute. $5,000 with the current present rate is just bear with me. Mr. Amodamu will give you 5,000 times 5,000 times 450. Let's put it at 450. 2 million. Yes, you can. You can start a foundation with 2.2 million. Yes, you can. Okay, yes, you can. But I don't know about the size of your house. Maybe it's one of those huge Nollywood movie property. You might, because when you want to do German floor, that might be a little bit too small for that. Okay. Hello, how are you? Igwe Boston. Becky, what's that? Greeting, bro. Yes, complete your message. Anyway, back to what we are saying. Prices of land have dropped, like I said, if you have not purchased any. Right. Now, the second value, after you purchase the land, you've now done the foundation, you built your house, you are adding values day by day. You are adding, each time you do anything on that land, you are adding value. This third and final value, which you can be making money after. Because don't forget, all of us, we're doing this for our retirement. What do you want to leave behind for the children? What legacy do you want to leave behind? They said a good father leave an inheritance for his children. So apart from the children or the family inheriting you yourself, you want to leave something that when you retire, you can get a rental income from the property. Rental property market is so lucrative at the moment. There is a shortage of for building, and I want to say to you here, to those of us who knows that they are not going to live in those houses, do not build any gigantic project. Do not build any gigantic project. Do not go and say, I want a swimming pool in a place where you are going to rent out. It is not right. You do not say, I'm going to put a jacuzzi in a flat that you are going to rent out. Now, let me point out the one that goes quickly. Right. Good evening. What do you think of parapet? Confused if I should do it. I'm not a fan of parapet. Any one of you it is a huge elephant project. Fine, it is beautiful, but it is not worth it. It is a beautiful thing if they do it very well, but it is a draining construction part of building. It drains a lot. You will spend average at least 2 million naira to get this, because you need iron, you need a welder to carve out 8 millimeter iron rod around the carvings, around the edges of the plywood that they're going to use to carve it out. And after that, you are still going to do the woodworks, which, depending on the size of your house, you're spending average of about 800 to 1 million on your woodworks. And then you're still going to, depending on the kind of roof that you're going to use, you're going to spend additional maybe 1 point something million. So if you don't have this type of resources, I'm not going to advise you to go to it. Does not worth it unless they want to use it to drain you and take money away from you. Okay, back to what you were saying. So the third and final value is the value that you add when you want to rent this property out, because you are going to get a lot of money from renting the property out. You're going to rent, if you're renting the property out, people are looking for places to rent. You can start, if you have a plot of land, you can do 1 bedroom self-contained with toilet and bathroom. These are cute investments that they slap like that. Is like hotcake. Or 2 bedroom ensuite. Average, if it's in Lagos, depending on the location, you're going to get about 300,000 naira from such 2 bedrooms or 1 bedroom flat. And look at it, if you get 6 of them on your flat, you're looking at 1.2 million rent every year. 1.2 million. That's something. If somebody is at your retirement, you're getting 1.2 million yearly, and then plus your retirement benefit from whatever company you have worked for plus whatever that you have put up, that is generating money from it. You are going to live well in your retirement age, and then it's generating income for you. So that is a value. Okay, I'm going to move to the next segment of today's broadcast. Good evening. Who's that? What do you think of I'm doing great. Oh, thank you. All right. I'm going to move to the next stage. We have been receiving disturbing reports from I'm not going to name some of these company. We have been receiving disturbing report from people being well, I won't say swindled. People, they're playing on people's ignorance. There are quite a number of estates that have sprung up in the past few years in Nigeria. I'm not going to name locations. I'm not going to name the companies. I'm not going to tell you not to jump into them. Some people have already found themselves in this, and it is not a good palatable story coming out from this at all. Now, if you have been getting adverts, or somebody is asking you to come and buy land in one estate all over Nigeria, they are all located all over Nigeria. These are hoodlums and these are charlatans. These are good for nothing people that owns. They buy lands from Bale at a very cheap amount. They buy them relatively maybe about 50,000 naira. And what do? They go and get a big paperwork in the local government, and they now form it into estate. People are now crying. Their money is stuck. Do not get involved in estate. And they say, come and buy the land for 2 million. Come and buy the land for 1 million. And when you buy the land for 1 million, they will tell you to pay the fee for maintenance. They will tell you to pay for engineer fee. They will not give you the land immediately. I have never seen it where you buy a land, that you pay for a product, and you have to wait for 2-3 years before you lay your hand on your plot of land. Right, I'm coming to you. I'm coming again. Bear with me. I have not seen a situation where you put down money for a project, for a product. Let me be honest with you, even in Western world or in some other developed country, if you put your money down, the product is already available. The product is already available. Let me be honest with you, the product is readily available. The product is readily available. If you tell them you want to buy something, I will, if say for example, I am selling a product and I say this is my product, this is how much I'm selling my product, I should be able to say, if I say bring $1,000 or bring £1,000 or €1,000, there should be, as you are handing over the money to me, as you are handing the money into my hand, I should be handing your product to you. But some of these companies, they get people's money, they don't give them their land. I know of 2 or 3 or 4 people that are abroad, that have their hands are already tied now. They cannot go home to say this is my land. They don't have the land. But because they know that you are abroad, they take advantage of you. They will tell your people and say this is your land. But when you finally pay the money, or if it is those people who pay the money bit by bit, by the time you finally pay the money, they will go and give you one interior bush. And this interior bush, not many people have already started building houses there. Some of these estates are not in town. Some of these estates are not close to the city. They are right far in the bush. Right. What's what's the difference between the foreign windows and Thai windows? Because my contractor is telling me the foreign one is in China. Is China made not so strong like that Thai? I don't know of this. If you go and look at the videos which I did about estimate about windows or aluminium windows the past couple of weeks, you will see that there's nothing like a Thai window. I didn't mention anything like Thai window or China window. I don't know anything about. See, a lot of these contractors will just come up with some stories, some terminologies, just to prove to their clients that they are helping them. Some of these things don't exist at all. They just give products some names. Some of these products don't exist, but because you're not there, you don't have the knowledge of all these things. Right. Okay. Oh, somebody's texting me now. I'm coming back to that. Because you do not have the knowledge, they say my people perish because of lack of knowledge. Now Google it, search online, look for it, look for what is called China window. I've never seen it. The one that we did as aluminium window last time, go and look at it. We did not mention anything about China. We did not mention anything about what's it called? About I don't know. They can make your window made to fit, just like a tailor measuring you. They will go to the site, measure the window, length and breadth of the windows, and then they will put the glass, put the burglar proof, put the net, put everything, and they come and fix it at your building, and then they plaster everything together. Okay. A Gosa is Benin aluminium may cost you 600,000 to 700,000. Ooh, that's a lot of money depending on the size of the property. If you have a 2-bedroom flat or a B&Q, you cannot spend up to that. Well, thank you. Okay, thanks. Okay, anyway, that is that. Like I was saying, please do not fall victim of these estate people. Do not fall victim of these people. They take, not only that, when they collect money from people, they will tell you that you are going to be, you cannot get, you have to use their engineers, you have to use their suppliers, you have to use their bricklayers, you have to, everything they dictate it to you. You do not have You do not have your own blueprint. You do not have your own your stamp of authority. They toss you left and right. They command you. They said if you now see anything cheaper somewhere, they said no. They begin to if you say no, I've got somebody else who can do it in a cheaper way. They now put all kinds of laws and said if you do it now, they have to get a certificate to get this done. They control them. Even people who have experience of 50 years of construction, when they get there, they will have to be measured. So it's a very difficult situation. And then when you now realize that these people are just taking money from you because of minor things, you cannot come out of it anymore. So please, if you want to buy a land and you cannot get your land immediately after you pay for it, it's not worth it. We have labored, we have worked hard too long in the countries where we are. We have stayed too long in all this country to allow somebody to now begin to toss you left and right on your money. You are in control. The hand that giveth is always above. You should be above. You are above and not beneath. You are the head and not the tail. You should be the one to control them. I want this. You cannot tell me to have this. I need this. This is what I want. You cannot dictate to me. If they cannot readily down to your rules and what you want, then there's no point you going there. And some of these estates, they are not. They are far. I would advise you, if you have not bought any land, don't fall victim. I know of somebody who has not even started foundation, plus the plan, plus the survey, plus the design, plus the land. The man has already coughed out about 5 million, and he has not done anything at all. The man is based abroad. They are telling him he has not even seen his land. And I feel so sorry when people are coming out with this kind of stories. I know of a woman who she gave them 1 million. She gave them 1 million already. It took more than 6-7 months before they gave her the receipt, the paper for the land. When she now eventually get paper for the land, because the woman don't know anything about land or anything, no survey. There is no survey. I was the one that was pursuing, pushing the woman to go and ask for this, to go and ask for that. And now finally, when they gave her the papers, there is nothing like a survey. And they've collected over 2 million naira from this woman. Now after collecting 2 million naira, the land has not been given to her. The poor woman was just was just doling money out. So don't fall victim of these people. After she paid the 2 million naira, they said they have not shared the land. They want to share the land. It's like they're collecting money here and there from people. Yes, money is not easy to get. You see, every one of us in this, wherever country we located, it's tough. It's a tough terrain where we are. Before we get our bills sorted out, before we look after the children, before we look after you. Some people borrow money. Some people have not even got out of this. Good evening, Gloria. Oh, Gloria Kiwande, this is. Oh, I can't remember you. Is that you that bought 2 plots of land in Ogun State during the week? I can't remember. Do your research properly before you put your hard-earned money down. Do your research. People are falling victim of this. A lot of people are falling victim of this charlatan estate owners. I remember. I'm told that some of them came abroad to come and advertise. They are all liars. They are liars. They were taking money from people. They don't give them the land. They don't give them all the things they want. They force them to be using their own workmen. Must they use their workmen? Are their workmen the only people that can do things? Please don't fall victim. Anyway, enough is enough for the wise. Dollar is, at the moment, labor is cheap. Take advantage. Please, if you have not done anything, if you haven't done anything, it's not too late. This is the period. There is always said that once there is a shift, there are some winners. Some people win once there's a shift. Oh, sorry. I think the light is a bit too much on my glasses. Once there's a shift, some people will gain. Some people will lose. So I want you, we are all winners. We are not going to lose. This is the period in the whole world now that you can take advantage. If you have not started anything, there is still plenty of time. But let me be honest with you, because the labor is cheap at the moment, because there is limited movement around. There are quite a lot of projects that people are doing at the moment, and they are doing them relatively cheap. So take advantage of it. The moment the freedom they remove the lockdown completely, there will be competition for good workmen, and good workmen are not many out there. When good workmen, they don't have job now, they're chasing you, they want you to do some things, take advantage of that. But the moment the lockdown is removed, these good men that are working very well, that are begging you for projects now, they will be scarce to get. So I take advantage of it. If you have started a project, if you have any project that you haven't finished, start it. Right. Buki Akasinwa, sir, the 600,000 to 700,000 is for roofing, seven self-contained, right, 7 self-contained flat, asked by Gosa, and answer by Igwe Boston, sir. Is that true? No, Becky. It depends. The 600,000 is not for 600,000 will not do the roofing. I must be honest, from experience, it will not. I don't know the kind of wood that they want to use. Even if it is wood that termites will consume, it is not going to do it. Even if you're going to do aluminium long span, it is not going to finish it. I can say the 700,000 to 800,000 or 900,000 could do the woodwork, or 1 million, depending on the size of your property. If you are building that property that you use the entire space of land on the one plot, and just little space for car space, 700,000 naira will not be enough for your woodworks. It will definitely not be enough for your woodwork. So and after that, now if you want to do Gerard also will consume a lot. It's a lot of money, because the woodwork for Gerard is more close done, like a spider web, which will make the Milano or any of the Gerard roof to sit very well. So there will be very close knit wood construction, which will consume a lot of wood, especially 2x3 or 2x4, and also the tiles that will be on top of it is also expensive. Right, what's that? So the 600, 700, that's Becky. Good evening, Big Bro. Oh, how are you Sunday? How much can do roofing of a 4-bedroom flat with Milano? What about the woodworks? The woodworks first. The woodworks, we're looking at when you want to do that. Let me just go through a few things to ask you. Just bear with me. Just one moment. I'm going to. Right. You are going to need if you are going to do Milano or any of the Gerard roof in your project, you will need a wood tile. If you don't have parapet, if they don't parapet on your building, without parapet, you need a 2x6 type of wood length. I don't know the quantity, or they have to measure. The carpenter will have to go to your site. You need 2x6, that's a wood type. You need 3x4, that's a wood type. You need some quantity of 2x4. You need some quantity of 2x3. You need some quantity of 2x2 wood. All right. Of course, it has to be Itara or any of the good wood. So they go to the forest and they cut the wood into sizes and transport it to your site. So then you need 5 inches nails, some quantity of bags of it. You need 4 inches nails. You need some bags of it depending on the size of your property. You also need 3 inches nails depending on the size of your property. Then you need what is called ojagba. I don't know the English for that. Ojagba is a metal belt. If you look at men's belts, what I will use around our around our waist. It's like a belt, but it's a metal. This is used to tighten the wood flat 2x6 that is laid above the under the lintel to the blocks 1, 2, 3 coaches level of the house before the roof is started. So this one goes round it, and that one is to prevent the whole house, when there's a strong wind, from moving and lifting the windows or the roof up. That is to prevent it from lifting the roof completely off. So that is that. So you need that. And like I said, for Milano, that is just the woodworks. And then the labor, depending on the carpenter you are using, some labor charge over 500,000, some charge 400,000, depending on the size of your project. Okay, so that is not going to be enough for Milano. Okay, where are we now? Okay, thank you, sir. No problems. Good evening, Benson. How are you? One of my friends, I did not see them online today. I got a message from her. What's her name now? Oh gosh. What's her name? She have been getting good news from our members. This is what we want to be hearing. People are doing creditably well. They have woken up. A lot of people that thought they cannot do something, you can do it. You can even build a house on the water. Let me tell you another thing. If you are struggling to get a land very close to Lagos, there's some a little bit water land. If you can spend the money to do the foundation, right? If you can spend a little bit, they're selling an acre for about 8 million naira. Acre could be 4 to 5 plots of land in an acre of land. I'm not a land seller. I don't sell land. So let me just be honest with you. But I just overheard when somebody made an inquiry during the week, needed a plot of land in mainland, and I told them you cannot get a land in mainland for 2 million. It's impossible. You can't get a plot of land in mainland for 2 million. You have to go to Shagamu or going close to Ibadan. Anyway, I mean, there's no place that is fine in Nigeria anymore. From Shagamu, you can take another 45 minutes to drive to Lagos if you want to go that far. Right, what's that? Solomon just cost me 1.6 million. Where is that? Where did you get 1.6 million naira land? Let people know about it so that before they start increasing the price, they can take advantage of it and buy the one that they can buy. Where did you get the 1.6 million naira? Because I've got a fan who wants to purchase a relatively under 2 million property land in Nigeria, not in the east but somewhere in the south. Please let us know if you have a source that where they can get the land. But I'm not involved. I don't go into land matters because there are so many ingenuine issues out there involving land. And I can get, but I'm just telling you. But the one that I had during the week, it's a little bit of land, but you have to do raft if you have the money to do the foundation. But you will enjoy it in the end, because places like this, the people don't mind. They have the money, just need to pump some money to the foundation, and then they can get something out of it. If you don't mind, there's an acre that they are selling. So many people are picking it up. Acres of land for 8 million naira. I'm not involved. I can give you the number of the people that want to buy it, that are selling it, if you're lucky, but it's not me. I was replying to Solomon. Okay, right. Okay, all right. Thank you, Igwe. Right, please bring on your question. I've got 5 minutes more on this show. I haven't got videos to show you today, but videos are coming. Videos of POP, videos of the doors being installed, videos of the of a borehole, relatively average price of borehole in the area where we're talking about, and I can see people bouncing up, bouncing out, making attempts. Please, if you, I mean, let me be honest with you. You can do anything. If you haven't done anything in the past 6 months, yes, that is 6 months gone. But you have another 6 months to do something. It is not impossible to start something now. Right, well, after this show, start ringing around, start making inquiries, start checking internet, things that you don't understand. Ask questions around. Ask people. Don't fall victim of this charlatan, these people that steal people's money. And before you start your foundation, ask questions. Ask the quantity. Like I said, when you are doing your foundation, don't let them rip you off. Don't let them say you need 100 bags of cement. Don't let them say that you need 200 bags of this, 200 bags of that. If you don't have anything, they don't have an idea. It is not a sin. You can ask questions. Don't start doling money out. Don't start, because people, they don't realize that when they have problems, before they start doing some things, they don't ask questions around. It's only when they now got their fingers burnt that you now begin to hear, oh, what has happened. Let me be honest with you. You can start something today. Think of something, progress, push yourself. They will push yourself. You have pushed yourself in the countries where you are. You know the extreme length which most of us have gone through to get the papers, to get the job, to get the business going, to get the wife that you marry, to get the girlfriend that you are going out with, to get the car that you are driving, to get the loan that you have applied for. You know the extent that we have the capacity, we have the capability, we have the resources, we have the idea, we have the energy, we have the determination, we have the desire to succeed. We have the desire to succeed. We have the willpower. You have the willpower. Just like you and I. Let me be telling you, nothing is a rocket science. Nothing is an impossible. Nobody is better than the other. Nobody. It's just a matter of what you put your brain to. You can do it. Don't limit yourself. It is only you that can limit yourself. No one else. It is only you that can stop yourself. It is only you that can prevent yourself from making headway. No one else is you. Because if you don't take a bold step, no one will help you take it. But people, let me be honest with you, look at the state, look at the achievement which you have made in the country where you are. See the amount of money you've spent. We're talking about, sometimes when we're talking on this show, we're talking about 1 million naira. Some of us, the way we spend money, 1 million naira is just nothing to what we are earning. 1 million naira is just a chicken change. 1 million naira is just like a gift to uncles, to brothers, to sisters, to friends. So some people have given some money, to some ridiculous money, to people that they never ask back. And when we are talking of you investing in a value that when in the next 5 years, you will say, thank God I did this. Thank God I met this man. Thank God I started the foundation. Thank God I bought the land. Thank God I started the foundation. Thank God I did the roof. Thank God I bought that thing there. Because what you don't buy now, in the next 6 months, the value has changed. What you don't do now, in the next 6 months, they can never be the same. See what you can do for yourself today. It is a time to appreciate yourself. It is a time to look and say, I'm fair and wonderfully designed to succeed, to make headway, to do what is right, to do what is important. If you do what is important and right in the country where you are, why can't you now invest that in yourself? The way you follow the law, you follow the rules, you follow the government regulations, and you are getting along, and nobody found you into nobody incriminated you. Nobody, you don't get yourself at the wrong side of the law. You don't get yourself into the court. You don't go to the court. You're paying your bills. You're paying your mortgage. You're paying your rent. You're looking at your children are doing very well. Why can't you now start look at those qualities which you have done that makes you to look well, that makes you to succeed to the number of years where you are, and start doing something. Start another value. Do a diversify. You've spent too much money on things that are not. Look at all the things that you stack in the house. What are they doing for you? They're just empty shells, empty stack, empty investment, empty valueless investment, valueless products that you stack in the house. So many shoes, so many bags, so many clothes, so many uniforms, so many these. They have not bringing you any values. I need to take a break and drink some water. Our people, we like show off. Why don't you show off in a value that you can get you something? Let me tell you, I'm going to tear into some people. Some people are absolutely lazy. They like show off, but they cannot show into a value. They have the time waits for nobody. We are resilient people. We are dedicated people. We are dedicated in the nursing job, in the security job, in teaching job, whatever capacity that you find yourself. Let me tell you, you are dedicated. That's why you're in that country. You are not in prison. You are not incarcerated. You are not tied down. You are a free bird. You have free will. You have the chance. You have the capability. You have the capacity. Even if you are studying, you have 2 degrees, you have 5 degrees, more than the thermometer. But yet, you cannot add value to yourself. Add value. Let me be honest with you. Take advantage of this situation in the world at the moment. Take the advantage of it. Let me tell you, by the time I want to be doing this, we want to do a recount. By the end of the year, I've had good news. I've got good reports. The good reports that I'm saying today, I've got 2 ladies. They've woken up. 2 ladies. Roofing. Please, sir. How much is roofing 2 flats? How much to roof 2 flats of house with long? I don't do aluminium long span. It's not my favorite, so I don't always want to talk about it. There's nothing wrong with it. It is good, but you can do a search on the internet and find out how much it is. I don't do it. Sorry, it's not my, because there are so many types of it, and that is why I don't get involved in it. There's so many different brands, and I cannot specialize in it at all. So this program is longer holding on. No, I tell you what, it should, because I realized that my Sunday, I'm nearly preparing for my regular job. So I get so tired. That's why I decided to shift it to, I want to be doing it on Saturday, because I think I've got plenty of time to rest after it. And I'm sorry about that. I'm not doing it on Sunday anymore. I want to be doing it on Saturday now. Please bear with me. And however, if I have anything important to discuss during the week, I would definitely come over and add a little bit to it. But in the meantime, it will be holding on the Saturdays. And I want to be assuring you that I will sometimes give a preview of about 2-3 minutes to let people know that I'm coming online. However, not all the time I'll be like today. I'll try to do, last Saturday I didn't do anything. Today I did a short preview. Problem is, what's it called? Technical error. Sound did not come on time, so I had to abolish that. I bought that, and then I have to do this one now. Okay, so but bear with me. We will be doing a lot. Let me be honest with you. It grieves my heart when I hear stories of people who, and it is not. I had a very bad story during the week about people trying. Let me be honest with you. I'm not, like I said previously, I'm not going to repeat myself. People, please, now we have 33 people, and please, if you can tell your friends, do not get involved in buying a portion of land in those so-called registered estates. Somebody also told me one. The lady finally, thank God, if she found my channel. She was being conned. They nearly conned her to buy a plot of land in an estate. I'm not going to mention the location because it's not good. They will think they might attack me, that I'm spoiling their business. I'm not going to mention this. So they told the lady is based in US or Canada, I can't remember. During this pandemic, they are so desperate to get customers into their net. They told her to bring 100,000 naira. I think they told her, I think 200,000 naira is the deposit. I don't know how much the total, what the land is. So the lady, I think she's watched some of the video where I want people not to go into these fake. They're not fake, but they are using it like a drag net to con people and get their money. And once people are hooked into it, you won't get out on time. You won't get your money back. You won't get your land immediately. They get you hooked. They want you to get to anybody that they have to recommend to you. Their bricklayer, you have to use it. If they bring a carpenter, you have to use it. Whoever that they will ask you to, even if you have somebody, your uncle or brother, that does similar thing, they will fence and block the people out. Or they just want to be milking people. So luckily this lady, and also people that fell victim of it. So this lady has gone through the videos and have learned quite a few things. And then now, when they realize that, and women fall victim of this a lot. Women fall, I think they believe, they trust people. They're so blessed that they believe what people say, especially the way they will put it. You will not be able to fault anything. So this woman, I think she was hesitating not to. She said, "Oh, she's coming," and then finally, the people that are the customer service officer or whoever had to call the lady and say, "You know what? Okay, don't worry. Bring 100,000 naira. Bring 100,000 naira, and then we're going to. In other words, at some point, the lady realized that, oh my God. They looks like these people want to collect my money. Once that 100,000 goes into their hand, believe you me, the lady who God has blessed with whatever job she's doing in US, she will be affected emotionally. She will have a health hazard. She will be thinking of the money they take from her, and then she cannot buy a ticket. Can you imagine how much money you're going to waste in calling these people, estate people, all the time, and you have not physically see the land that they're selling to you? This is just in principle that your land has been purchased. The paperwork, you're going to be buying a card to call Nigeria. Some days they will pick it, some days they will not pick it, some days they will tell you things that you cannot see. Please, let me be honest with you. Finally, the woman did not fall victim. She was lucky, nearly put the person. It was after 2 days after, or 3 days after, or a week after, this woman stumbled on a very good land, 2 plots of land. She purchased it for 800,000 naira. And they said this land is near a university. This woman can invest on this land. She can build a self-contained for students, furnish it. She will always be getting her rent forever and forever. She's adding value. She's got value, and she's going to add values to it. She's going to make money forever because God was on her side. She nearly got fall victim of this nonsense estate developers. So please be aware of this. If you have not purchased one, tell all your friends. Let them not fall victim of these estate people. Okay? What a friend paid 800,000 for a plot of land through an estate in Ibadan, and now they said he needs to pay. Oh my God! You see, that's what we're saying. This is what we're saying. 800,000 naira. They need to pay 1 million. This is what they did. They would draw people in. He paid total 800,000 for a plot of land, and now they want another 1 million. Oh my God! I'm not going to mention the name of I don't know that estate, but there are many like that all over Nigeria. They are killing people, they are destroying people who have underlying health. When you get a shock, it's like a shock to the system. Somebody that you told that is going to get a land and is waiting for 2 years, waiting for 3 years, and never get the land. There's a lady also in US. This woman too is a fall victim over 6 years. They told her that they showed her family, a plot of land somewhere. Okay? But because the woman did not have time to quickly start building something on it, because she didn't have the plan to start building something on it. When 4 or 5 years down the line, when she now said, okay, this is time for me to now start building, when when the people got to the site, oh my God, you know where all the drainage from on the estate, all the erosion, where it gathers, where there's banana tree in this place. When our engineer got to the place to build, to start to survey the place, it was a bad site. They will need about a story building height from the back of the land before you can get a level to the road level. That is, the foundation is set. The foundation height before you even start building a house is about the half of the height of a ground floor. It was a bad land. The woman, the only thing they can do is to get a grader and put so much sand filling to that place before it can level up with the level of the road, with the road level. At the end of the day, the woman could not start the construction. I'm talking about 2 years ago, and they will now say they're going to give her another land. Till tomorrow, the woman has not got another land. They've sold, because they know that you are not in Nigeria. If somebody lives in Nigeria, you can visit the place once in a while, but you are abroad. You're busy with your business. How can you be going back and front, spending how much money to go and be visiting the land? Anyway, that is that. Also, when you get the land, make sure you start something immediately, even if you have not done the paperwork. Do a structure on the land. It could be a small foundation. Build it to about 6 feet. When you build something like a B&Q, even if you have not completed the B&Q, start something. They cannot resell the land. So anyway, as we are saying, I'm going to round up now. I've got 2 minutes after. I think I've gone too long today. I didn't know I'm going to do 1 hour. It's such a very long one. So if you manage to get a land, make sure you build something like a structure on it, so that when they bring somebody else to come and buy the land, the person will know that the person will ask questions, and ask them questions that this has already been purchased by somebody, so the person will not put the money down. He will not be able to buy the land. So guys, I give you 2 minutes today to ask questions. I'm going to leave the stage now. Thank you for all of you that have been on this show today. I appreciate you guys. You've been wonderful and amazing friends. We will not go with this current situation. God will continue to be with us in everything that we do. We will not fail wherever we are. We are going to succeed. The strength that you have used to build the place where you are, the strength you have used to stabilize yourself, your business, your family, your job, the strength that you have, you will continue to be able to launch forward. You will not fall victim of charlatans. You will have headway. You will build the house. You will rent it. You will make money out of it. This is what we have to be thinking of. As a progressive, we are progressive people, we are hardworking people, we are resilient people, we are determined people, we know good things, we know what to do, we are knowledgeable people. We shall not fall victim of all these hoodlums back home in Nigeria. It's been amazing and wonderful time. I appreciate all of you. You just stay calm, stay close, ask questions, don't jump. When you see anything too good to do, don't jump. They say it's cheap. Please find out. Ask questions. Ask around. Speak to people who have been there before. They will tell you. People will now come. And please be careful. The kind of people you are going to ask questions. If somebody have not done something before, they cannot give you the advice of something that they have not done before. If somebody has not built a house or has not helped them to build a house before, do not ask them questions. There will be envy and jealousy. They got nothing to offer. There's nothing good that somebody who don't have an experience of something, they might want to give you an idea. They will mislead you. Do be careful of counterfeits that will mislead you. be careful. And please, some of the questions, some of the things that we have shown on this channel, the videos, they are for comparison purposes. It's not same price that you are going to do. And don't forget that prices of dollars and pounds and euro varies every day. And like Nigerian market, what you buy today, in the next 1 week, you're not going to get it the same. You have to be very wise. You have to be shrewd to be able to get something. But I can guarantee you, if people can build a house on a swamp, you too can do more than what you think you cannot do. You are capable. You are more than capable. You can do what you think you cannot do. I'm going to stop on that note. I'm sorry, I'm going to stop. I keep saying I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. This one in the next 3 seconds. I'm going to stop. Oh God. Thank you. Thanks for right. You can do it. You can do it. Let nobody pull you down. Let no friend hold you down. Any friend who don't want to do something they themselves cannot do it. They are so envious of you. Do not discuss. You see, a success, you can succeed when you have an idea. You do not discuss the plan, the big plan that you have with friends that you think you know that if you ask them, they're going to discourage you. Do not talk to discouragers. Do not talk to people who you know have nothing to offer, nothing good to offer in your life. So I'm going to stop on this note. Please share my videos. Please make good comments. Please, I think I've said it before. My videos might be on a pay. It sounds a little bit harsh. I'm going to go on the lockdown with some of these videos, and we might be paying for the channel soon at Ebony World TV. I appreciate all of you. Merci beaucoup to all the Nigerians, all Africans, West Africa, South Africa, whatever country you're located in, China, all over the world. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. God bless you all. Until we meet again. This is your one and only host, Damola Larry Aribisala. All right. Thank you. And God bless you all. Thank you. Right. So, if you're just watching, the channel will be processed by Google, and you can rewatch it again in the next maybe 30 minutes. Thank you, you amazing people. God bless you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.